Hey guys, Mars Thinking here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so we got an update earlier on today about stuff that is going to be dropping in the near future for Global. We haven't had the full information for the part 2 stuff yet, but obviously things being found in the files, like the mini data download for Global, has given us a little bit of information. So we are getting the Super Saiyan 2 Kefla EZA, physical Kefla. So basically, everybody who cried and complained when it was delayed at the beginning of the celebration, yet again, like, we did get it, we just had to wait a little bit longer. They reshuffled things around. I mean, technically, this is still the same celebration time slot as the release of Tech, Kale, and Caulifla, so they just kind of moved around the placement during the celebration. So I know it's annoying when Global does stuff like this. It could have been communicated a little bit earlier on. But everybody that was complaining that now this EZA was basically cancelled for Global, well, here it is. And it's coming tomorrow. And then we also are getting the Explosive Chain Battle versus Dispo, which we did know about, going live tomorrow morning. And we now finally have confirmation in the game files of Global getting the release of the LR Shadow Dragons, which is, of course, the new Battlefield LR. As you can see from the countdown on the wiki, though, this is quite some time away. This video is being recorded and being put up pretty much straight away. So if you're watching it as soon as it comes out, yeah, 10 days, 16 hours. So quite a ways away, but very interesting to see that we are finally getting these guys. So obviously there's a couple of things you can get prepared for. Explosive Chain Battle, not so much, because it's not like you can pull extra copies of the units between now and tomorrow. But if you have like secondary copies or extra dupes that you haven't fed in or anything like that, you can get these units ready. So for the versus Dispo Chain Battle, Peppy Gal's Universe 6 and Accelerated Battle are the advantageous categories. As you can see here, most of the units that you're going to want to be using are like UI Gokus, Blue Kaioken Goku, and then we have a bunch of Peppy Gals like Ribrienne and the free-to-play ones, and then obviously Hit and the LR Goku and Hit are on here. So because the Chain Battle, confusing as it always is all about the number of shared links, you are obviously going to want to have all the Gokus, God Gokus here, like all these versions of Goku. If you have like the secondary SSR versions, like the free-to-play one for the physical one would be quite easy to farm up a secondary copy if you want to have like a full Goku deck for your super class. And then for extreme, you're basically just going to want as many hits as you can get. Obviously if you pulled the LR Goku and hit, that's going to help out. And then the Gohan and Golden Frieza are on here. They do share a couple of links with the hits and their LR Hitku, so they're not like the worst possible thing, but I imagine the top scores are probably going to be the people that have like a full hit deck and then Hitku when it comes to like selecting your friends. So we all know how I feel about Chain Battle, but it's coming tomorrow. We'll see how we get on. It'll be interesting to see your high scores. Let me know how you guys get on. But yeah, so getting the EZA for Kefla. Kefla definitely got a very, very good upgrade. She does become basically the best Potara leader. Because the Int, LR, Goku, and Vegeta that fuse into Vegito are still pretty decent, but obviously in very difficult content, by the time you start getting to like the last boss or the stage before that, they do start to noticeably take a bit more damage. Obviously they're very useful in those events still for the fusion and the heal, and then of course once you get the Int Vegito out, especially when you're doing like a whole bunch of crit counters, he's still putting out a ton of damage, but just like other Super Vegetos, he's not exactly out here tanking super attacks. Whereas the physical Kefla, she infinitely stacks defense on her super attack, does immense damage, lowers defense, which isn't hugely important, but greatly, the immense damage and then the infinite stack for defense is really, really good. She changes Int Orbs to physical, and then she gets 20% attack and defense per key sphere obtained. She has a built-in 30% chance to dodge, and then she launches an additional attack which has a high chance of becoming a super, and then she also gets an additional 60% attack when attacking with 6 or more physical key spheres obtained. So obviously that last part of her passive is restricted to picking up physical orbs, but she does create them herself. So ideally, you know, there'll be turns where you will be able to get this fairly easily, and then unfortunately there will be turns where you just won't be able to get this, which is a little bit annoying. Always is when it comes to orb restricted passives. The other downside, like start of turn, she obviously has 0 defense from her passive, but because she's getting 20% per key sphere obtained, you only have to pick up like 6 orbs, which isn't too difficult when you have an orb changer, and then you're already at 120%, which is, you know, a lower end of the tier, but it's kind of like a starting turn defense for units like this. And obviously, if you can pick up more, then all the better. When it comes to orb changes, you obviously want to play with the kind of strategy where if you know she's going to be on the next rotation, you want to try and save as many int and physical orbs as you can, and then all the int orbs get changed to physical, and there's then a whole bunch for her to pick up. So she's definitely very solid. I'm looking forward to trying her out. Like her on the Universe 6 team under the new hit lead, she's definitely going to help out some people. If you still haven't beaten the Universe Survival Saga Extreme Super Battle Road, because you're just not getting lucky with like the UI Goku dodges or anything, she's going to be a very solid addition to that team. And of course, the EZA that you get her medals from is not a new EZA with the 30 stages. You use the medals from the old Kalen Kefla EZA. So, what this means is, as we can see on the wiki here, like this event is coming back tomorrow when the EZA goes live. But, I've mentioned this in old videos before, the keys that you use to do EZAs from the Portal of Memories, you only use those particular keys for EZAs, you don't use them for anything else. So if you're somebody like me, I don't think I've ever used them before, because I don't play EZAs that aren't available. Aside from to do this, for example. So you can use those keys to pre-farm the medals, and it means then when this EZA event does come back tomorrow, you don't have to spend stamina replaying the stages to get all these medals. Obviously, some people, it doesn't matter, right? Like if you're not doing a huge amount in the game at the moment, then spending a bit of stamina here and there is fine. But for all you people out there that love to do your link leveling and all that kind of stuff, you don't want to waste stamina on things like this. So you can use those EZA keys in order to pre-farm those medals today, which is definitely what I will be doing. So then she'll be ready to EZA straight away as soon as the update hits global. So, and then last but not least, we have the LR Shadow Dragon army. Definitely looking forward to them dropping on global. It's a ways away for us, but GT bosses definitely needs that little bit of extra support. They are a GT bosses lead, 3 key and 130. So obviously if you haven't got the LR Super 17, there is no other GT bosses leader at the moment. Their 12 key does colossal damage to the enemy, lowers attack and defense. It's obviously useful for like Super Battle Road. Their 18 key is mega colossal and lowers attack and defense with a medium chance to stun. So really, really useful for Super Battle Road. And then their passive is attack and defense 70%, an additional attack and defense 70% when performing a super, key +4 when the target enemy is attack down or defense down, and then GT bosses 3 key and 30% attack and defense. So being a support for GT bosses is something definitely that team is going to benefit from. They also have an active skill that gives them 7 key and all enemies attack and defense -30% for 1 turn. So similar to like LR Jiren or the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Again, for Super Battle Road, this is really, really good because you're nerfing all the enemies' attack on the turn, and it can be activated from the 7th turn, which is weird because you're probably never going to see turn 7 in Super Battle Road, and in long form events, usually by the time you get to turn 7, the enemy can't be attack lowered. So actually, rereading it again now, this is kind of a weird active skill, because there's not a lot of events where it's going to be super useful for the actual attack and defense lowering, but obviously giving themselves an extra 7 key, you're probably going to be getting the full 24 key super on the turn that you use this. So definitely looking forward to having them in the arsenal, because if we look at GT bosses, like I said, not only is the LR Super 17 the only leader who you might not actually have, the team is kind of disjointed because Super 17 needs android allies on rotation with him in order to get his full potential, but there's not a lot of option for that on GT bosses. So GT bosses currently is a very subpar team that needs a lot of extra help. And just releasing the LR Shadow Dragons obviously doesn't save it, but they're going to be a massive help, giving that extra support. And again, being the leader if you don't have them. Obviously, they have Shadow Dragon links, so for the existing Shadow Dragons, the link setup's going to be really good. Once we get a new Omega Shenron, assumingly it's going to be like a Sin that transforms into Omega, then this team obviously is going to get a massive boost, and the LR Shadow Dragons are going to be even more useful. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What are you most looking forward to out of all of these things? I can't imagine anyone is going to say Chain Battle, but you never know, might be surprised. Obviously, we see the release for the Genius Bombers Battle Prep, which confirms that as yet again, there's going to be a World Tournament dropping over New Year, which is a super weird time to release it, but there you go. So yeah, let me know what you guys are excited for. I know a lot of people were mad that the Kefla EZA was being delayed, but we are finally getting it and it's going to be fun to try her out. I think I've almost finished link leveling her, so hopefully I can get her finished today as well. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.